crying about a breakup right now.
I like the weekend,
dog. Classic.
That was back when Grayson's channel was actually entertaining.
Oh, hello
Oh,
everybody. Welcome
oh,
back to Everybody
oh.
Has a Podcast. Shit.
Man, what a banger to start
I'm
off.
Grayson.
I'm
This is
Dan.
and today our special guest is.
Griffin.
That's right. We got
That's right.
all the G-men.
We got a mythical creature on the podcast. I bet you no other podcasts have done this before.
Don't even exist.
Bars.
Exactly.
Bars. You guys remember the this is a deep cut, but do you guys remember the Phineas and Ferb meme where they'd be like, it was like the theme song. It's like discovering something that doesn't exist, and then they like take off the blanket, but someone edited it so it just says like women's rights under the blanket.
Building a rocket or fighting a mummy or climbing up the Eiffel Tower, discovering something that doesn't exist.
Dude, on that, I gotta say, if you're not watching these on YouTube, you are missing out on some great edits.
Oh, thank you, Griffin.
Oh
Thank you.
shit! Wait.
I was listening.
Wow.
I don't remember the number of the episode, but it was the one where you have like the dude in the plane with vodka bottles or something.
That was the last one with Preston.
Yeah, you were talking about it, and I was like, okay, there's no way he edits this. And then it pops up, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, how long did that take you, Grayson?
It didn't take too long actually. It was maybe like 20 minutes, something.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it would have taken me about 5 days. But yeah,
Dude,
thank you. I appreciate that, Griffin.
Dan appreciates it. You didn't even fucking.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
didn't even
shout
make
out.
Yeah,
Shout out whoever does those edits, you know?
we switch off sometimes.
it. Mainly Jeremy.
Hmm Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's not talk about him.
Yeah, he's got enough airtime. He gets a piece of. Also, no one. By the way, everyone, our Patreon is officially up. I don't know if we've like publicly announced it in the episode yet, but our Patreon is up. Link in. I'll put it in the description, but you can find the link a lot of places.
The
And
the desperation call for people to give us money.
I
Shameless sellout. Shameless
surely,
sellout, Grayson.
surely one person will think it's funny and give us like $5, but no,
No.
like, no one did.
Why
I want
would
to
they?
say you brought it up last episode, but you didn't put it in the description. So,
Grayson.
and you didn't tell them what the link was, so there was no way for people to get to
We
it.
did that. That's happened for like 3 episodes, Grayson.
Hey, don't
Get it
blame
together.
me. Jeremy's the one who uploads them. He's in charge of that shit.
Uh-huh. All right.
Or you guys make it a bit where you just keep saying you have a Patreon and then just never telling people what it is. And the first one to find it is the next person you bring on the podcast.
That's actually a decent idea. The first person who finds it is the next one to come on the podcast. What if they don't want to come on the
Like
podcast?
a
Wait,
Willy
wait.
Wonka golden ticket thing.
No, let's do
Yeah.
that. Let's do that, but I'll actually just put it in the description.
Then it's just the highest bidder at that point.
It's just whoever's got that bell notification on and
Yeah,
subscribe.
exactly.
Yeah.
My money on I have it here. Makira Walton. My money's on them.
Yeah,
Damn.
she's been going crazy on the listening. I don't know how else to say it, but like super appreciate you. Shout out Makira.
I wanted to come in and say that I was the #1 fan, and I think I just have to settle for #2 at this point.
Yeah, a lot of people that I talk to about the podcast say they're the #1 fan, so it's kind of a competition. Usually though, they're liars because every time I ask them about something that happened on an episode, they're like, that didn't happen. So
They're like, yeah, I'm like not fully caught up. The last one I watched was episode 2. I'm like, you're just not.
You're just not listening.
I'm the #1 fan. I clicked on the first one and then clicked off because I got bored.
That's the thing. Everyone's like, well, I got to start at the beginning, but the first episode is hands down, far and away, the worst episode.
Absolutely. The worst one.
I
We
might just
don't
take
open
it
it.
off.
I'm not
You're
gonna lie. We don't open any episodes very well, but that opening is the worst one by far.
also
Yeah.
as a frequent viewer, if you're listening and you're like, man, I'm about to, click the X button on this, exit out of this, just go down to the bottom, put it on like 1.5 speed or whatever, and you're chilling.
Yeah, that's a big thing. A lot of people do that with most podcasts.
No, here's what you got to do. You gotta be playing Minecraft on one monitor, have the podcast open and at 1.5 speed on the second monitor, be playing music in the background behind you, and also like hitting a vape pen or something all at the same
Yeah,
time.
and have a friend in the room with you and talk to them the whole time.
Fidget
Yes.
spinner in your offhand.
If you want to turn your brain into just mush in 45 minutes, do that.
Yeah, and thank us and pay us money for our services.
Yeah, and then pay us on
Link
Patreon.
link to Patreon below.
Link a link somewhere in mysteriously on the internet that you have to find, and it's just in the description.
Mm. Oh, I hope you don't find it. Oh, I wonder where it is.
I will
Don't
say,
look in the description.
I do think it's very ironic that Griffin is the one who complained and was like, "You guys just talk about the podcast for the first 30 minutes of the podcast, and now that he's finally on, guess what we're fucking doing?"
Yeah, well, this was initiated by a compliment from him, so I'm blaming him.
Yeah, facts.
All right, I'll allow it in that case. Speaking of
Mhm.
talking about the podcast, though, do you guys want to get into our first official? Probably, I don't know. I think our first official segment was like movie madness or whatever it was,
Yeah, that
which
didn't last long.
which we never brought back after like episode 2. So that
We
one
also had
person, that one person who
but
like stopped listening after episode 2 is like, "Oh man, I can't wait for the next movie madness."
I mean, we also have the hate list. That's a running segment, kind
Oh,
of,
that's true. All right,
and then
we'll give it.
celebrity crushes too.
Wait, can I interject real quick?
Go ahead.
Please, I'm begging
So
you.
I was if my memory serves me correct, I was brought up early in the hate list argument, and I'm just curious where my final standing is, or my
Oh, you're
current.
still on there.
Yeah, it's not a ranked list. It's more of just like a comprehensive list.
Hmm.
And
Because I don't know, I went up to Grayson's school and I was like, "Hey man, why do you have a list on your wall?" And he was like, "Oh, that is legitimately our hate list." And I was like, "Why is my name so big?"
uh, I guess
Yeah, no,
I
it's
gotta.
definitely there's no rankings at all for sure.
What Griffin's like underlined and like circled with arrows pointing to him. It's not ranked. It's just if we really hate
Yeah.
you, you may have capitalized,
Look,
your name.
I'm a good parent, so I don't have favorites. I hate everyone equally.
You are definitely. I have the official hate list here. Do you want to go down and see how many apply to you, Griffin?
Yeah, sure, let's do it.
All right, we did like the deep dive of like talking about each thing with Doug. So I'm just gonna go through and you say like, yeah, that fits me or no. So David Bowie fans,
No.
Friends fans, like the TV show.
I
Also, if
was
you
while I
have
was
friends,
watching it, but right now, not really.
Oh, wait, over under. You guys think he's gonna apply for 5 of these, more or less, you think?
I'm gonna say, wait, does it include 5 if I say more?
Yes.
Okay, then more.
What do you think,
I feel
Griffin?
like I can't answer because then I would just answer to make my bet win.
That's true.
Oh, true, 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 true. I'm gonna say less. Low key, I'm looking at this. I think he might dodge these. All right, so he said no to Friends. You're not a fan of Cody's music, are you?
I don't know who Cody is, so probably
So
not.
no.
Probably not. Sorry, Cody. One day
Sorry,
you'll
Cody.
be relevant.
Send me your stuff. I'll give it a listen. And by
How would
that
you
I mean I probably won't.
how would you describe his music, Dan?
He's a Christian rapper.
Like NF?
A little bit. He takes some inspiration from him, and a lot of
Like,
his production takes inspiration from like Big Sean's production.
I was gonna say he's like NF if NF was like weirdly country.
Yeah, I mean, well, some of his songs, his recent ones are not as country. He's
Oh,
doing a
okay.
lot of his own stuff now. That was with someone else.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Um, people who hate white people.
I mean, how do I answer that?
Do you
Do you hate?
hate people who
Do,
hate white people?
no. Do you hate white
Wait,
people?
just straight up.
Do you hate white people? Yes or no?
No, I think they're pretty chill, most of them.
Damn, what a
Some of
racist
them,
dude.
Yeah,
a
fuck
few.
I
you.
can't believe we invited this dude on.
Can we put him
Put
on
him
the
on
hate
the
list?
Shit.
Are you a Rick and Morty Valentine's Day card?
Last time I checked, I was not.
Okay. Oh, or were you single on Valentine's Day?
Ooh, I was not. I
Man,
made
it's
that
kind of
sound unfortunate. Wait a minute.
Grayson. That's kind of awkward looking back, considering our current
I know, but
relationship statuses.
we weren't single on Valentine's Day, so we're not, whatever. But at the
Yeah.
time, we were good. That's the key is you just get a girlfriend. Actually, that's like the worst idea ever, because then you have to like pay for all the Valentine's Day
Yeah.
and then just break up with
Spend $300 in one weekend. And dip.
her. But I'm not on the hate list. Or you could have just paid $20 to not be on the hate list on our Patreon.
True.
Link
Yeah, on our
below.
Patreon. It's not linked below. You have to find it. It's definitely not below.
Okay. All right, here's one. If our listeners, so if you listen to the podcast, that's one for
Boom.
Griffin.
That's another one.
A
I'm
Maverick,
racking up the points.
Mavericks, that's Griffin. Big
It's
I
big
two.
mean,
Logan Paul
I
fan.
used to be, not anymore.
Hmm.
Tell you what, because you used to be a Friends fan and a Maverick, we'll count both of those as half. So now you're only at 2.
That's fair.
Number 9, Griffin. Okay, pretty sure.
I mean, hit the hammer on the nail head thing.
Oh wait, I want to talk about that. Dude, one of my favorite things in the world is people who
You fuck up
almost
idioms.
who almost understand idioms, you know? Or like
Yeah.
so they say it but it's like just kind of wrong or
Yeah.
like
Want to give us
or
an example there, Grayson?
well what I usually do is I'll just say like something something like cats and dogs or like something something dog rain or something like that. Just just barely like coherent enough for people who know what I'm talking about to understand, but like, boil down to its basics.
Yeah, I get you.
Like I kind of perfected that right there.
Yeah, you nailed it. You
The hammer with a nail.
something something nail. Wait, Dan, do you remember Garrett's thing where he's like car hook handle door or something?
I can't remember it, but it's like car hook, hand door.
All
I
right,
can't remember it.
Jeremy, put that shit in there if we can find it.
Man and girl go out to drive under moonlight. They stop at a side of road. He turn to his girl and say, "Baby, I love you very much.
What is it, honey?
Our car is broken down. I think the engine is broken. It'll walk and get some more fuel."
Okay, I'll stay here and look after our stereo. There have been news report of stairs being stolen.
Good idea. Keep the doors locked no matter what. I love you, sweaty. So the guy left to get full for the car. After 2 hours, the girls say,
Where is my baby? He was supposed to be back by now.
then the girl hear a scratching sound and voice say, "Let me in." The girl doesn't do it, and then after a while she goes to sleep. The next morning she wakes up and finds her boyfriend still not there. She gets out to check in, man door, hand hook, car door.
It's really
Nice.
good.
Anyways, yeah, all that for that.
Anyway.
So you got 3 right now. Are you a crier, Griffin?
I
Have
am
you
not.
cried recently?
When was the last time you cried? Let's talk about that.
Last time I cried. Not for a long time, man.
That's good. That's healthy.
Like when I came out the
Yeah, I'm
womb,
sure that's
maybe.
good for you. Out the womb, damn.
Jesus.
The
And
lucky
he
guy right
remembers it?
here.
I made it up in my mind I would never cry again.
It's so embarrassing that he cried in front of everybody that he decided he's never gonna cry ever again.
After saw me naked and crying. I
Nice.
was truly at my lowest.
I'd never want to look weak in front of anyone ever again. His girlfriend's like, why don't you cry in front of me? It's okay. He's like, nice try.
Oh man.
Oh, dude, I got some
Anyway,
crying stories. I got here, so here's one. One time someone asked me, like, it was for like a class because I'm a film major and we don't actually learn anything in these classes. We just do stupid stuff.
okay.
And so one of the exercises we were supposed to do is write down like when the last time we cried was and then talk about it. And it was like a writing class, of course.
What the
Um,
hell?
the problem is the last time I had cried was a really weird, like I had had like an incredibly stressful day. And I was like at the end of the
Can't
day I was just
relate.
like I was like,
Fucking
I don't know,
loser.
I just love my life so much. I don't know what's
Mm,
wrong with you.
Every
Um,
gift.
hmm?
Every day is a gift.
I like how I'm laughing at that like it's not a normal thing people say.
Yeah.
Dude, we had a
Yeah.
football coach in high school who
Uh,
every single morning it would be like 5:50 a.m., like cold out, and coach is making you bench press and skipping reps while he looks away and all that good stuff. And he would just walk in and he would just say, "Hey, it's a great day to be great." And I copied it and I use it like unironically every single day now.
Nice.
oh, that's awesome.
Awesome.
Right day to be great. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So I'd had an emotional, stressful day, and I was lying on the floor, and I was listening to "Godspeed You Black Emperor," which, if you
Nice.
don't know who Godspeed You Black Emperor is, they are an incredibly like esoteric, edgy band, and they each of their songs is like at least 20 minutes long, and it's like no lyrics, it's all instrumental. And I was listening to that, and I just had like this like wave of emotion like wash over me, and I was like, this is modern classical music. And then I started crying.
Oh my god, you dramatic piece of shit.
And so
What in
then
the world?
so then I had to tell my classmates this, who I had
Uh,
never like talked to outside of class. I was just like, yeah, this is the
everybody,
last time I cried.
everybody pause the podcast right now and go listen to Godspeed, Your Black Emperor.
Listen,
And
listen to
You have
listen
to
to
listen to
Sleep.
it.
Sleep is
yeah,
the song I listened to.
yeah, go do that. Listen to like 10 seconds because I'm sure that's all you can take and then come back.
Yeah. And so, well, the kicker is, so I told them that, and one of the guys was like, "Oh man, like, what's the band called? Like, I gotta listen to this." I was like, "Please don't. Just like you're not gonna like it." No, you. He's like, "No, I'm like pretty open-minded when it comes to music." I was like, "Bro, it's 25 minutes long, and the only words are at the very beginning, and it's an old man talking about how he used to sleep on the beaches at Coney Island. It's not. He's not even singing. He's just talking."
Damn, Grayson. How do you find this shit?
I'm terminally online. Which
What?
brings
You
wait,
cut
that
out.
brings us to another freaking topic. I'm full of topics this week. All right, this is the segment. Remember I said we were going to do our first official segment and then we never actually did it?
Yeah, and you also started going down the list of the hate list, and then now you were on this
All
tangent.
right.
But go
All right.
on.
Wait, we'll go backwards. Just don't let me forget about the segment.
Okay.
All right. So Criers, Griffin said no. Wait, when was the last time you cried? We forgot to get yours.
Oh, question. Um, I think it was probably it's happened a couple times in the past like 2 months or 3 months, and I think I was just sitting in my room at my desk, and I just out of nowhere I just started crying, and it's always only 2 tears and then it's over, but that was it.
You're calling me dramatic. You're just the single tier guy,
No, I
times
can't
two.
help it. I can't help it.
Yeah.
Being a single tier guy times 2. Yeah, good job, Grayson. Yeah,
There was a joke there. I just couldn't find it.
yeah. No, maybe it's in the description.
That was good.
Thank you.
Oh shit.
All right, next on the list.
All right, yeah, next on the list, people who have Salt Life stickers.
Do not.
Ooh,
The
I feel
only
like
sticker on
that's
my
a close
car,
call.
the only sticker on my car is like a college parking one from years ago that I
Mm.
forgot to scrape off, and it's just kind of like part of my car now.
Yeah, Grayson's got a few of those too.
I have like 4 of them. And you're
Yeah.
totally right. Like if you don't scrape them off in time, they like merge with the glass, and it's like this is just like you can't get rid of it.
Like there's no more like edges, so even if I wanted to peel it, I can't. There's
Yeah,
nothing there.
it's stained on the glass.
He gets like a hammer and a chisel and starts like hanging at the glass. The whole windshield just shatters. Oh man.
It'd be worth it, honestly.
Dude, honestly, yeah, facts. Coffee drinkers? Do you drink coffee?
I do drink coffee.
Mm.
Ooh. All right, that's what, 5 then? 1,
I think
2, 3.
I think it's 4.
Oh, it's 4. Also, viewers at home, now that we're like halfway down the list, feel free to play along.
Yeah. Also, put in the comments your score.
Oh, true. We got to get that algorithm boost.
Get the engagement.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Griffin's at 4. We're down to Rachel. Are you Rachel?
I am not.
Shit.
Damn, I thought we'd get him with that one.
I thought for sure we had him. Salad eaters? Do you like salad?
Oh man.
You say no?
No salads. Ah, no salads.
Oh, I thought you were a salad
Okay.
guy.
The salad thing is more specifically like, do you go to a restaurant and order a salad?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I'll do the occasional, like, oh, I get 2 sides. Let me make one of them a Caesar salad.
Yeah, me too. Caesar salads slap. I mean, I'm not a salad eater.
What?
Put Dan on the list.
No, no.
We have his whole family. We might as well
Mistake,
get him.
Yeah. Plus, I mean,
Um,
I hate myself, so this should have happened a while ago.
True. Should we put you on the list, Dan? Did you finally?
I think I just admitted to being salad eater, so I have to go on the list.
27. Dan.
20.
Yeesh.
So many. All right.
Next, custom license plate owners.
Nope.
All right, I'm gonna go and skip ahead to ones that I think actually might apply to you. People who don't wash hands post poop.
Always. I wash my hands too much.
Really?
I'm tempted to take you off the list for that, but that's not enough.
Mm-mm. I think it's about $19 short of enough. Do you like war movies? Actually, that's more of just like war movies. Do you like war movies though?
Dude, I love them.
Oh,
Mm.
bad,
That's
bad.
a 5th one.
That's an L
Especially the
take.
ones when when it's just like one small group of people carrying out like one mission. Those are the best.
Oh yeah, I got you. Unfortunately, I don't care. You're still on the hate list. What are you at now?
5, 4.
I think we're gonna go 5. Also, my internet's being buggy. That's not good.
Also, now that Grayson's skipping them, good luck playing along, viewers.
Fuck.
Just recorded. You gotta rewind to the old episodes to do it.
Yeah, go rewatch
Yeah.
every single episode right now.
Well, the two that I skipped are Mitchell and Michael Goldschlager. So if
Okay,
Mitchell
yeah,
or
so
Michael Goldschlager are listening right now, go ahead and add a point for yourself.
yeah,
Is that the same as
Ableists?
that alcohol?
Huh? Yeah, it is actually, I think, which is I'm surprised he didn't get like I'm surprised that wasn't
on
a
for that.
thing in college, you know?
Yeah,
Like he
What?
definitely should have like
A
made that
drink
his
with gold
personality.
in it?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
Worn
wait,
all gold to
wait.
every event.
So he's no relation to like the actual alcohol.
No, he just has the same exact name as it.
Oh yeah, dude. If that was me, that would be all I was drinking.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Although that's another thing, man. I hate things that like put gold in them and they're like you're supposed to eat it because it's like it doesn't taste any better, right? The only reason you're doing this is because it's expensive.
Yeah,
And
it's
at
a
this point, at that
vanity
point,
thing.
you're literally flushing your money down the drain because you're eating it and then pooping it out and then it just you're not gonna
Yeah,
go in with fucking tweezers and pick out the gold flakes, you know?
yeah. Your body doesn't digest the gold, so it all comes out the same way it goes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
like, I could get like I don't know. What's something that tastes really good? Like Wagyu beef. I'd get Wagyu beef over fucking anything plated in gold.
Yeah, I feel like
true.
anytime you're buying like a gold food, you're paying for like an Instagram story post at that point.
Which, yeah, that's pretty much just pure
True.
vanity
Yeah,
at that point.
yeah.
And whoever thinks we're talking about them, we are.
We're not. We're definitely
Not.
not.
Oh, sorry. That may have been, we may have already made that joke. And by we, I
We
mean
did.
I.
We
Oh,
definitely did.
oops. Anyways, Griffin,
Anyways,
are you an ableist?
An ableist?
yeah.
What does that
Do you
Like
mean?
you
hate?
discriminate against people who have disabilities.
Oh no, man.
I would have been so surprised if he was just like, dude, of course, are you kidding me?
Yeah, who isn't?
Anyone who hasn't donated to our Patreon, go ahead, everybody, all of our listeners, go ahead and give
Go
yourself a
ahead,
free
put
point.
yourself on there. Hey, Grayson, have you donated to our Patreon?
Yeah.
I've donated my time.
I donated my time.
Yes. Just say what I said. Yeah.
He just buys all that time just to repeat it.
Oh man. All right, and then Dan's family is on here 3 times. So if any of Dan's family is listening, just give yourself 3 points.
Yeah, and fuck you.
Yeah, Jeremy, Preston, and Dan are the final 3.
So
Wow.
I won the bet. What do I win?
Oh yeah, how many do you have, Griffin? You're over 5, right?
I think I hit 5. Was it a
Shit.
wash?
No, I think you might have gotten 6 because of the anyone who hasn't donated. And
I
Dan,
donated my time.
shit, he's got us there, Dan.
Damn it.
Fuck.
How does it
Dan,
always escape our grasp?
in terms of what you win though, you get to go first in our brand new segment.
Oh shit. Okay. So should I introduce the segment?
Please and thank you.
Okay. So recently, I'm sure if you've been listening to the recent episodes, we've been talking about changing our name because we are just not satisfied with it. Whenever you look
having
it up online, you can never find it. Uh, if you feel like it doesn't capture the podcast very well,
Mm.
anything you want to say, Grayson?
Yeah, we're having a bit of an identity crisis right now.
Yeah, it's quarter life identity crisis.
Don't
And
say quarter life. Ugh. Ugh.
anyway, so we've decided to do a segment on this episode where we come up. We came up with names over the week, which I didn't do very well in a Grayson fashion. I came up with names but didn't write them down. So, anyway, we came up with names that we would share during this segment, and the one of them that I have is another mediocre podcast.
Wait. Also, that's a good one. It's pretty good. But viewers at home, play, or you're not playing along, but listen, and then whichever ones you like best, either like DM me, text me, or
Yeah, or
comment,
me, or
or
me.
Dan, or Griffin if you
Yeah.
want. Yes.
Yeah,
But
if you could find his number.
yeah, we'll put it in the description.
Yeah, and in the
Dude,
video
if
right
you DM
now.
me, you're on my hate list.
We just dox it.
Here's his full name, his social, his credit card number,
His
PIN for his credit card,
address.
his address, his Instagram.
So whichever one you like best, vote in the comments / text me below / please put it in the comments for engagement.
They think they have a better one? Maybe they could post that.
Yeah, feel free
Yeah.
to share if you have names. Feel free to share. I mean, I'm sure we won't get that many. We won't get an overwhelming amount of suggestions anyway. So if you have a name you think works, let us know and we'll decide on it.
I will warn you though, I'm very inclined to dislike anything that people suggest me just because I didn't come up with it. So
we're very picky. Very,
Yeah.
very.
it
very
is kind of
picky.
absurd how picky we are.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So, yeah.
so what was the first one?
Another mediocre podcast.
Mm.
I looked it up, and it doesn't look like there are any podcasts with that name. I think there's like one with one dude, and it's got like 2 episodes, and they talk about superheroes. So I mean, it's not far off from us, but
Shit.
they only have 2 episodes, and we're already ahead on that. So we could definitely steal it.
That's true. Also, I do want to say, for these names, there's a couple of factors we want to consider. Number one, it needs to be like short, punchy, and easy to look up. You know,
Mhm.
it's like it can't be some like super esoteric reference that no one will understand / know how to spell.
Yeah, the podcast can't be named Superfragilitalis podcast. You know, so nobody knows how to spell that, and also it's a shitty name.
True. That is also a really bad name, yeah. All right, so there's that. We also branding, right? Which is one of the problems we have with everybody as a podcast is there's not really much we can do in terms of like branding. Like we need like a clear mental image, right? And number 3, we need some sort of like that wow factor. You know what I mean? Like something that makes it interesting. Like hypocritical vegans. It like is very, I don't know how to describe it. You know what I
Pat
mean?
yourself on the back, Grayson. It's super interesting, very punchy, a really good name. So I guess that's where we're going next, Grayson. So Grayson's suggestion is
No, that wasn't my suggestion. I was just saying like something that has a level of irony.
It's so good, Grayson.
I don't
it's
like
really
that for
funny
the
and
name. I
punchy.
don't.
I like it so much, I'm gonna comment it beneath the video.
Oh my God! Now all the comments are just gonna be hypocritical vegans, and I'm gonna fucking delete the account.
Yeah, seriously, if you text me with the name Hypocritical Vegans, I'm gonna block you. I don't
You're
care
getting
who you are.
blocked, put on the hate list, and also doxxed.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, so yeah, I'll write these down. So first we have another mediocre podcast. Griffin, you got one?
I had this GD podcast. Because when people are like text like GD, you know, and when they send in a text, it means like goddamn. So it's like this goddamn podcast.
Yeah, plus it stands for Grayson and Dan.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
No, he told me that one on the phone the other day, and I thought it was pretty fire.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the issue I would have with that one is the branding. Is like there's not really like a clear and easy like logo / like design we can do for that. It's kind of this, you know what I mean?
I can think of a few things.
Yeah, like
you can do.
You just gotta put them up there.
You could do G star star D star star
Hmm.
podcast.
I guess we could, yeah. All right, all right. It's on
With
the table.
exclamation points after the GD.
Oh, I'll do the one. So these I'll do the two that Dan and I had been like thinking about. So number one, Atlas's lunch break.
Yeah, I mean that one. It's decent. I like it. It's just I don't know. Lunch break is good. Atlas's lunch break feels out of place, but it's the branding is good. The name is punchy.
Ones you said to me earlier, I think that was probably the one I'd lean towards.
Hmm. Yeah, the other one was biblically accurate agnostics.
I remember that one too. I like that one because it's like it's describing like a biblically accurate angel,
Mhm.
but obviously it's agnostics instead, and we talk about religion like pretty much every single episode, so
Yeah.
it kind of fits us well. The branding is decent, and the only thing I think would be difficult is how it's just saying it because I stuttered saying it just now. So
Yeah. I don't know. What other ones you guys got?
so one I had that we cannot use because somebody already has it. But I was gonna say the hate cast. Somebody
Ooh,
already has that one though. It's a
that's
really
a good
good
one.
name, but yeah,
Damn.
I can't remember what they do.
Do you have another one then?
What?
Do you have another one outside of that to add to the list?
Do not. Everything that I came up with pretty much was either I didn't like how it sounded, or if I did, it was already taken. So
Gotcha.
I had two more. One of them I thought up initially was just like coast to coast, but I'm pretty sure there's like a radio show with that name, and I know it was like a NBA segment a long time ago, so I'm not sure how that would work.
yeah, Coast to Coast is a radio show.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
And
definitely been a
then
couple coast to coast.
the one I thought that was genius is if you guys were the Irregular show. And all I found on it was like a dude made like 4 episodes in like 2011 on like YouTube.
Mm. Bars.
It's like I doubt he cares or anything, but it would. I don't know. Feel like a little spin off of regular show. Irregular because you guys talk about all the topics and branding could be like the two main characters, like but you guys as them.
Hmm.
I dig. I
I feel
dig.
like I like that one, but I feel like if we used it, we'd be stuck in the shadow of regular show.
Damn.
Saying you're gonna pass regular show?
Hmm?
Are you saying you're gonna pass regular show?
No, no, I'm saying we'd be stuck in the shadow of it because of how good it is. And then like they hear
Yeah.
the irregular show and then they're like, "Oh, that's not regular show."
It'd be like if Michael Jackson had a kid and named him Michael Jackson Jr. Like he's never
Yeah.
gonna be the Michael Jackson. He's always gonna be like, oh, like you're related to Michael Jackson.
Yeah, it's like Martin Luther King. Fuck remembers Martin Luther King Jr.
Like LeBron and Bronny.
Damn.
Yeah,
Dan,
exactly.
what you said might have been funny, but you totally cut out for it.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna edit it. It's like Martin Luther King. Like who remembers Martin Luther King Jr.?
Holy shit! Try it one more time.
Did it cut out again?
Yeah, it literally cuts out the same part every time. Go ahead though.
Fuck it. Forget about it.
One more time. Do it for me.
Like Martin Luther King and Martin Luther King Jr. Who the fuck remembers Martin Luther King Jr.?
All right, we got
Can
that
I
one.
clap for finally getting that through?
Yeah, let's have a
Dude,
round of applause for Dan and his joke.
Dude, That the third time I did that joke, I was starting to laugh because of how angry I was.
I mean, that's just one of those moments where you're telling the joke and then people don't understand it or miss it, and then you got to tell it
Yeah,
like 10 times.
yeah. Well, I
Mm,
wanted to stop after the second one, but Grayson egged me on, and I could tell
yeah.
he wasn't gonna move on until I did say it again.
Oh my God. If this is taken, I'm gonna be so upset. Let's go! All right. So for I had a couple other ideas for podcast names.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, one was Dead Canaries. Because you know the canaries
Pretty
in the
good.
coal mine, all that.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, that is very taken by like four different people. And then I
Cool.
was like, oh, what about flop culture? Because everyone always tells us how we like someone. I think it was Maggie. So shout out Maggie. But she said that like she was talking to Dan. She was like, oh, is your sense of humor similar to Grayson's in that it consists of pop culture references that aren't actually pop culture? And then he was like,
So
yes.
flop culture. I like that a lot, actually.
Yeah,
Totally, I love
well, it's super taken again. So
God damn it!
yeah,
Why would you do that to him?
Why would you build it up and then just take it all away? It's like you're doing this like it's.
I'm
I
trying to
feel like I'm
make it.
watching Manchester by the Sea.
Well, I'm
Kid
trying to
of
make it
go to
realistic.
college and then you get a letter and you hype up the college, but it's just a rejection letter.
Yeah, exactly.
They send you the full like brown envelope, and it's just like seven different papers telling you why you didn't get in.
Yeah,
Home from school and your mom and dad are dressed up in all their gear, celebrating with a cake, and it's just a rejection letter.
yeah. You still eat the cake though.
You still eat the
Uh,
cake,
You,
just
you
crying in
shed,
your
you
room.
shed two
yeah,
singular tears and eat the cake.
trying your
Two
hardest to
singular
swallow
tears.
because you're all choked up.
You're like, I don't even like chocolate.
This day sucks.
Oh man. All right. Another idea I had that is not taken is delusional episodes.
Hmm.
Because we always
Hmm.
talk about schizophrenia, and then there's like the pun of like episodes of being delusional and episodes of the podcast.
Okay.
I think I like that one. I like the delusional part. The episodes part. I feel like if we made it a different word, but I don't know what word.
Yeah, I feel like episode, it kind of has to be episode because that's like, that kind of the whole
I mean, I'd
bit.
definitely give
Yeah.
it a silver medal.
What'd you say?
I'd definitely give it a silver medal.
Mm, yeah. The only other thing I want to say, oh, well, so the only other thing I want to say is I wrote this down because I thought it was funny, and I just wrote down, even a broken record is right twice a day.
Fucked up video, huh?
Yeah, I should have used that as my example of a fucked up
Yeah,
idiom
you should
earlier.
have. Oh
All
well.
right, so we got our list then.
I think that's it.
So we have another mediocre podcast, Irregular show, this GD podcast, delusional episodes, Atlas's lunch break, and biblically accurate agnostics.
Having a flop culture.
We can't, it's taken.
My bad.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah. But all right, everyone in the comments vote on your like, top 3 or whatever. I don't care. Just,
Yeah,
Just
just
fucking
just take a vote on my livelihood, but like no
yeah.
big deal.
It's like, have you guys ever seen Ben Shapiro's Snapchat story?
No.
He has like one of those like sponsored, which seriously, I stay hating on the fucking Snapchat Explore page or whatever it's called. But Ben Shapiro has a channel on there, and he ends it. So he does his little like segment or whatever, and then his like end card every time is him being like, "Oh, like subscribe to the channel if you want, or don't. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me." Like, what are
Oh
you
my
getting so
God, dude.
defensive over, bro? Calm down. It's not that
Yeah,
serious.
shut the fuck up, man. Fuck up.
He's like, it doesn't affect me at all.
I
Like, I
watched
don't
the whole
care.
damn thing. Now you're making me feel like I shouldn't have. Fuck you. What the hell?
Yeah.
Let me go spend my time watching other shitty Snapchat stories.
Yeah, there's like I feel like there's a million like conservative and pseudo slash possibly not pseudo intellectuals. I'm gonna cut that part out just because my dad listens to this up to the podcast, and he would get really upset if I called Ben Shapiro a pseudo intellectual.
Well, he is a pseudo intellectual.
I don't know. He's got some intellectuality, but he also did say that his wife's pussy does not get wet on Twitter, and then
Yeah,
and then double down on it. So
yeah. I mean, what you gotta take in all factors. You can't just look at what he does well. You have to look at what he does poorly too. And his people skills are not very good
no,
at all.
yeah, they're pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. It reminds me of us actually, because he just was shitting on Megan Thee Stallion's WAP, and we shit on everything that everybody likes. So
You guys just like two Ben Shapiro offsprings?
whoa. How would we be offsprings if his wife's pussy doesn't get wet?
That's a requirement to get pregnant.
Yeah,
She
exactly.
has to be wet.
Yeah, isn't that true though? Doesn't the woman have to come for her to get pregnant?
Yeah, otherwise the eggs don't get released.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the rule I live by.
that's what I learned in
Human science.
sex ed
Yeah,
and family life.
yeah. That's why I've never gotten a girl pregnant.
Ain't no way.
Oh shit. Dan's like, I'm too safe. I prefer safe sex where she doesn't come.
Oh, you're about to come? Let me stop.
She's like, just like that, I'm almost there. You're like, oh my bad. You fucking stop.
Anyway, want to watch Spider-Man or something?
Anyways, I think we're on episode 23 of Berserk. This is where it gets really interesting.
We're about to be at the climax. You got to keep watching.
Babe, the eclipse is coming up. Like, what the fuck?
It's-
What are
it's
you
just
doing?
It's
Stop
just like
playing
you,
Candy
babe.
Crush.
We're just like you in the timeline of Berserk. We're about to climax. Yeah, that one was in one of my guests.
You also like I haven't read or seen Berserk, so
Yeah. If you want to hate your life for the rest of eternity, please watch the 1990s Berserk and read the manga. And then
Just watch episode 24 and then don't watch the rest of
no,
it.
don't do that.
No, that's Griffin. You know how like what would you say your favorite anime is, Griffin?
one for me and probably always will be is Naruto.
So however you feel about Naruto, that's how I feel about Berserk.
Yeah, same. Like, and it's like, yeah, it's not even a contest.
Yeah.
I've never been so emotionally invested in anything in my life.
If you guys want like context for how much we like Berserk, we read the entire manga, both of us.
Yeah.
And we've never read any other mangas, and I've seen like
ever.
4 animes ever.
Yeah, and I've read like 3 books in my entire life. So yeah, and that the manga has like 300, what is it, 369 now chapters.
Ah, dude. Yeah, except the new chapters make me want to punch a hole in the wall.
Yeah, but that's only because Miura's not here anymore.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to the king.
Rest in peace.
Anyway, let's change subjects so that Griffin isn't completely silent for the rest of the episode.
That's true. We just talked about Berserk for another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we only have 10 minutes. Oh, Griffin, do you have any topics you want to talk about?
Do I have any topics? I have a statement.
Okay. I don't know if this is the platform for that, but go ahead.
Slideshows on TikTok are one of mankind's greatest inventions.
What is it on TikTok?
It's the slideshows.
Slideshows?
I
So
don't go on
TikTok
TikTok.
came out with like a update where normally you
Yeah.
just like scroll down and it's a video. But they recently added like slideshows where if you swipe right, you can like go on to like the next slide, like the next picture or whatever.
Mm.
And people just like dump memes and make super inspirational stuff. It's some of the best content out there.
Damn. As much as I hate TikTok with a burning passion more than anything in the world, they know how to keep people engaged
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, I mean, they literally hacked all of your privacy information and all that, so I would hope they
Yeah,
figured
that's
out
true.
something from that. But yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's that, and then also like it's ruined the attention span of everyone who engages on it every day.
Have we talked
Like,
about TikTok on
I
here?
don't think so. Actually, this is
Also,
insane that we haven't.
TikTok
But
on the hate list. That's a given.
yeah, put that on there. And anybody who goes on TikTok. So
True.
that's 7 for you, Griffin. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, I had to set one of those like app timers for it. The app is horrible.
Damn, that's insane.
Oh, well, I mean, to be fair, I also tried to do that for like Instagram and YouTube. And then what I did is I would just like, it just didn't work because I was like, how, I know the password. So every time it popped up, it was like, all right, your time's up. It was like, put in a password to keep watching. I was like, well, obviously I'm going to just put in the password. You know,
Yeah, then
so
you had me set the password, and obviously you turned that off pretty quickly.
yeah, I've done that with two different people. I've been like, all right, here's the password. Don't tell me it. And hopefully I'll stay off. And then I just go on my computer and get on there. So it really, I'm drowning, Tommy.
But yeah, dude, I mean, back to my attention span thing. It's so bad that my younger sister, she's learning how to drive right now. She literally cannot drive without like losing her attention to on the road, and then she just like she doesn't doze off, but she like zones out while she's driving and then stops paying attention, and then it makes her a way worse driver. Like she can't make a turn because as soon as she starts the turn, she loses any interest in making the turn, and then her mind changes attention, and
Oh,
then
what?
yes, dude, it's that bad.
She just stops in the middle of the road. Like, what was I doing
No, no,
again?
she just takes like really wide turns, or like or she'll just keep turning and won't stop, and she'll like just turn into like a ditch or something. She hasn't turned into a ditch, but she'll get close.
What the?
It's like
That's
get
crazy.
fidgety at a red light and take her foot off the brake or something.
I don't know. I don't think it's anything like that, but like if she's at a red light and she's got her foot on the brake, it turns green. She's not paying attention, so she doesn't go immediately. She just it's especially like since she's still a developing mind, that it's so bad for like people her any kids her age. A developing mind on something that just ruins your attention span is just I don't even know the kind of side effects that'll have.
Well, here's the crazy part about that is like, so stuff like that is like, you know, I'm no fucking scientist or nothing, but basically stuff like that kind of works on like dopamine, where it's like, you know,
Hmm.
new shit constantly flooding your brain, like flooding your dopamine receptors, making them like much less sensitive and like kind of numb. And so all that is happening, I believe, in your like in the front part of your brain, either the prefrontal cortex or your frontal lobe or something. And so that is also the part of your brain that is dedicated to like decision making and like self-control. And so when you're flooding your brain with dopamine like that, you're like kind of like wearing down your self-control and your discipline and your like literally ability to make decisions and have self-control. So not only are you becoming addicted just because of like the addictive nature of like TikTok and all that, but you're also like eroding your ability to break the addiction.
Hmm.
So it's like that one guy in Step Brothers when he's like, Papa! Put that shit in there, Jeremy.
Damn. Speaking
I've
of facts right
never been on this side of one of those inserts.
Griffin's like waiting for the video to play.
Where is it? Somebody
Yeah.
pull it
Where is it?
He's just super concerned. Why is it not playing?
Did they forget to put it in?
up. Oh, here it is, right here.
Yeah, that's insane. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. I didn't know it like ruins your discipline and self-control.
No, you want to hear something else crazy too? Sorry, I've like so much to talk about, like TikTok and stuff. So
Yeah.
TikTok, the For You page for like, anyone on TikTok is, or like anyone when you're new to TikTok, it's all very much like, dancing girls, like shitty jokes, like all that. Um, and it's kind of like, a little bit like a little degenerate, but like in like a family friendly degenerate way, not like your uncle who hasn't like left his house in 3 years degenerate.
Yeah,
Um,
like me.
right. Like
Shout
not
out to
us
my
degenerate.
nieces and
Shout out.
nephews.
Do you have nieces and nephews?
Dude, I have like 5 nieces and 2 nephews.
Oh, that's right. I met the one kid.
Yeah, you
I
met
met
two
two
of
of them. Yeah.
them.
Um, who, by the way, they are on the hate list, so
Yeah. Sorry,
hope you're
guys.
happy about that. But anyways,
When you're listening
so
to this in 20 years.
so one of the things that's like really popular on TikTok right now is like mental illness TikTok,
Oh,
where like people talk about like having Tourette's or having depression or having like all these different like mental disorders. And the
yes.
thing is, it's actually spreading because a bunch of doctors like all across the country were getting like these new patients who like had Tourette's, like they were like diagnosed with Tourette, and one of their like verbal tics was like saying beans in a British accent. And so the doctors were like, what the fuck? Why is everyone saying beans in a British accent? This makes no sense. And they figure out that there's a British Tourette's TikToker who
Hmm.
one of her tics is saying beans. And
Hmm.
so all these girls are watching her and start developing Tourette's of their own somehow. And so it's like it's spreading. And same with like depression and all that. It's like spreading through TikTok, which is crazy. And then the craziest part is if you look at China's For You page or like China's like, brand new TikToker account, it's all like these people talking about like, oh, I just spent like 8 hours like working my farm and came home to my happy, healthy family. Like I'm so blessed to be a Chinese citizen. And it's all this like very like self-improvement, like all this super, super like mentally healthy stuff. And so it's like it's almost like they're doing psychological warfare against the US while also stealing all of our data and using it for who knows what.
Just
Damn.
told me that, and it absolutely blew my mind.
This is some deep cut conspiracy theories right here. This is what I wanted to get into the last couple episodes.
Dude, tell you what, next episode we'll get into some serious conspiracy theories because
That's crazy.
I finished The Conspiracy Iceberg by Wendigoon, which by the way I highly recommend if anyone hasn't seen it. It's really interesting. But
Also, just watch Wendigoon's videos. He's got
yeah,
great videos.
no, his videos are fire. But yeah, so we can talk about those next episode because unfortunately we are out of time.
Mm. And in the podcast, on a high note, I bet you're all wondering what could come from this and what are our thoughts on it. Too bad, we're not going to tell you. We have to end the episode. Fuck you.
So many unanswered questions and so little
Questions.
time. So little.
So many questions to answer.
Find out next week.
Yeah, or in like 2 months.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Anyway, thank you for being on, Griffin.
Thank you, Griffin.
Of course, guys. When are you uploading this?
No idea.
What time is it?
10:08.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not uploading at night. Yeah, right. It'll probably be it'll be at least by Sunday. Also, we need to end the episode. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.